Everybody, welcome to the quick setup guide for Niche Topical Authority. This is the Koala version. If you don't already have a Koala account, definitely go to koala.sh and sign up. Odds are pretty good you already have one if you are watching this video. But just in case, the links will be down below. By the time you're watching this video, you should be assigned a folder in AI tables. And that's what we're going to be working with today. It'll look something like this here. NTA, V3, and then some numbers. Now you have complete access to this folder. You can change the name to whatever you want. I just didn't want to put any personal information in there. That's why it's set up that way. We're going to be working out of example client folder here. Just hit the plus button, create from template, and then go down here to the bottom left and hit custom. And all you got to do is click this here. It's going to show you exactly what it's going to import into your folder. And we're going to say use template. Now go find your folder so it knows where to put it. You should only have one of these unless you're already an AI table user. Do example client folder here and hit OK. And voila, it's all in there. So first off, let's go to automations. And all we're going to do is click on each one. It's going to spaz out a little bit. So click on each automation, hit enable, and then just go down the list. Now you do want to double check these because if these are not all enabled, then it's not going to work. So just double check them. Now we're going to go up to sites. This is where you're going to put in the vast majority of your data for the sites or the brands you're using. Now I tried to explain some stuff here. Go ahead and read through that. There's also information buttons for each one. But I'm going to do a quick run through for you. You can either use the example site record here, or you can just add a new record and then type in your site name, your owner name, and your owner email. This is for really if you're doing client work. There will eventually be the ability to export the data to an email address and email it to them. That's not in it yet, but that will be. So that's why that's here. And then next one here is the URL. This doesn't currently do anything, but eventually it will pull data from this. So you don't have to have the correct one here. It's not that big of a deal as of now. Next up is preferred model. The GPT-4o Mini is 1 credit for Koala Chat, and then GPT-4o and Claude 3.5 Sonnet are both 2 times the credits. This is only for the topical part of it. All outlines are done through GPT-4o. Next up is the site data sheet. The way to get this here is to go to the data sheet and then come up here. It'll always start with DST, and just copy that and paste here. And you're going to do that for the niche one here, over here. And you're going to do that for the categories over here. And then the topics page. Each one, you need the data sheet number. And then the Koala API key. To get that, you just go to your account and scroll all the way down. I'm not going to do that because my API key is showing on Koala, so I don't want that to be in the video. Then you just paste that here. And then AI tables, how you get that is you click on your little profile here, hit My Settings, then go to Developer, and then here's your API token. So you just copy that and paste that here. After you do both of these, I would actually suggest hiding it here. You can hide the field. As you can see up here, there are 5 other hidden fields. Those hidden fields actually don't do anything except for the site record. Do not mess with that one. But the other 4 don't do anything yet, but that will be data that is going to be pulled from the URL eventually. Not in this version, but hopefully in the next one. That's all you do here, and you're going to have to do that for every site or brand you're wanting to use. This is brand-based only, so if you have a brand that you're running multiple niches on, that's fine. You only need one. But if you want to use multiple brands, it's not a big deal. It's just kind of an easy way to segregate the data. And you do need this data here. So you have to assign a site every time you run it. Next up is the niche data sheet. So here you just add a new record. The status is already set to ready. You just enter your niche, like baseball, for example, or rabbits, or just anything. Any top-end niche will work. You can go a little more granular, but the lower you go on the niches, the more duplicates you're going to get. Obviously. Next up, we have 3 options here. No just means completely manual. You're going to have to go one at a time. Yes is full auto, all the way from the niche to the outlines. Now that is not working in this version. It works, but it's finicky. So you can try it out. Will most likely end up with you doing manually half of it. So just keep that in mind. Same with the Until outline. That's not working as well. I need to upgrade the account I'm running the automations on, so for now that's not working. And then over here, you just select your outline style. Do you want it in popped out in Markdown, H1s, H2, H3s, where it's labeled, or the Koala version, which is just one indent over. None of these really matter anymore because Koala's custom outline actually works with all three of them now. But if you have another AI writer that you might use as well on top of Koala, then you could take advantage of the outline styles here. And then over here, you always want to assign a site. It actually will not work without this site assigned. So you need to set up a site and select it here. Now to actually run the niche, you just click here. Instead of ready, you go to generate goal of niche. I would do it now, but I didn't enter in the API keys. And then after that's done, you just go to the next one. Create categories. Actually done with this sheet, we'll jump over to category sheet. And it explains it here as well. So this one, it's going to auto-populate here. We don't have to add anything manually. All we do over here is when it auto-populates, you would have the status here. And if it's not on auto, this will be empty. So you just click Run Topics, and it'll actually auto-populate site no matter what, as well as category and subcategory. So the only thing here you touch is the status. Up is topics and thesis. This is where you're probably going to spend the bulk of your time. This is where you're going to find your outlines and whatnot. So again, this is all going to be auto-populated, the topic, and then when the topics are here, you got your status bar here. So you click Get Audience and Thesis if you're on manual. If you're on auto, it'll probably already do that for you. Again, doesn't work all the time. If it does not work, it'll probably be stuck with this, for example, and you just need to exit out of that and click it again. And then you can choose your outline style here. If you create one either on auto or you create one you want a different one, you just delete the outline here and then run the new one, and it'll populate the new one in there. And again, it'll auto-populate the site, so you'll always know. And that's the basic setup guide. If you need any more specific things, I'm going to have some actual specific videos for the different things you have to do, like the data sheets, but those will be in the next videos in the playlist. You can go ahead and watch those, or you can just try to set it up from this video and see if you actually need them. Hope it helps. Have fun.